Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. Today we have a project called Nexus. The mission is to put every trading advantage in your hands and giving you passive income. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome Wayne from the team as well as JB. Pleasure to have you guys here. If you guys can start out introducing yourself, talking about your team, and giving us a bit of insight into your background experience, please.
Go ahead, Wayne. I'll let you lead.
All right. So, about me that, I joined, Nexus team like a few years ago with them, like you could say at the time of Safe Moon. I met those guys, we learned together and we came up with this idea that, like we're getting front run, by the guy named Jared. I mean, we all know about him. We thought about it, why don't we, create our own Mevbot and try to, be a little bit faster than the normal guys. We worked on it, at like 2000, back in 2013, 2023. We started working on it and, and we started generating revenue for us. And then going, the space changed a lot since then. And we thought about, why don't we, make this in a public way, but tokenize it? It means like, let's say you hold, 0.5% of Nexus and you can get access to, using the Mevbot. And so it goes on, we started it, from a really, really small market cap. And as you can see now, it's probably above 500K market cap. And, in this case, sky's the limit, we cannot just stop here. But yeah, as we we are growing up, we are expanding our tools when it comes to marketing, when it comes to development of the utility, when it comes to getting good APY to investors. Nexus, they're holding gold in their hand. Can't say nothing about that. We're just continuing with our Nexus.
All right, yeah, and so this is JB here. I basically ran into this project. I'm new on the Nexus team. I'm just here to help build the community and do what I can because I stumbled upon this project just as an early investor. So just like any other Nexus holder, I wanted to see this project grow, and I was looking at I was looking at my own investment portfolio and trying to build and figure out which. I decided to invest most heavily in the AI sector, crypto sector, and just happened to stumble across this project. And because I've scanned through so many AI projects and did so many hours and days and weeks of researching, I quickly realized that this is a very special and unique project, and there's nothing out there to compare it to. And because as you guys may know, the only working MEVs are private. There's nothing that's been attached to a token that allows its community to utilize that for for passive income. So yeah, I'm real excited about this project, and just from comparing to so many different projects, and once I found this, it's very obvious, and if you do your research, you'll see that it's just disgustingly undervalued and very early right now still, and I'm just excited to see where it's hard to calculate what the ceiling on this project is, just because it's so unique and there's nothing like it, and everything's working. It's not one of these AI startups that are of course it's still being more added to it and developed, but this is launched, like it's working. You could see these returns every day. The investors are getting to see their returns every 24 hours, and so it's not just an idea. This is this is on and working and working well, and the team continues to make things smoother and better. And even since on my short time on here, I've got to see the improvement and the hard work the team's putting in. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. For those of you that don't know what Nexus is, it basically, they have developed the team has developed a working buy and sell bot, a Telegram buy and sell bot, which works on the Ethereum chain, BNB, and also Polygon, and it has the feature of it's also a market maker as well. So you know, there's others out there, obviously, of that, but not one that has a feature to have this Mevpool featured on there. And for those of you who don't know what a Mevbot is, because I had no idea what one was when I stumbled on this project, I thought it was just a crypto exchange, a Telegram crypto exchange with the market maker feature. I didn't understand what Mev was. So to put it in very simple terms, it's a Ethereum printer. It is a money printer. It's basically an Ethereum miner. So the way the team has structured it is, if you're a 0.5% holder of Nexus, you get access to this Mevbot, which is a miner. The Mev stands for miner extractable value. And so and also so the minimum, if you're a 0.5% holder and have access to this Mevbot, or the Mevpool, because it's a pool, everybody's using the same Mevpool that is a 0.5% holder, then you'll be able to utilize it. And where was I going with that? Lost my thought there. So that the 0.5% holders in this Mevpool will be able to utilize that and see their returns every 24 hours. So, what I was going to say was the minimum. There's a minimum on that for 0.1 ETH, but there's no maximum to how much ETH you can deposit into the Mevpool. And what's incredible, and the numbers are so favorable, is that I think it's been launched now. You can correct me, Wayne, but it's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks of the Mev functioning, and it's yielding somewhere between 6.5% and 7% daily. So, and just from being a crypto investor, I have in the past I've looked at mining, you know, and I was going to invest in some crypto miners. And when you look at the numbers, so as an investor, the first thing you look at is, you know, what's the cost going to be, and what's your return, and how long will it take you to return your investment. And a miner, it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years to get your return. So when you compare that to this Mevbot, then you can really understand how valuable of a tool this really is. If you check on our Telegram, recently it was pinned a compound through a compounding, using an interest compounding calculator. If you start with a 1/4 of an ETH in this Mevbot and that was done at a 6% average, which we're well above, but with the 6% factor, after 3 months, your 1/4 ETH becomes, I believe it's like 50, almost 55 ETH. So, so compounding in this Mevbot, it just grows exponentially and very fast. So that's what has me so hyped on the project, and I just can't wait to see where this market cap can actually go, because there's nothing out there like it.
I appreciate the introduction there and a little bit a quick summary on the project there. So I want to run it back and expand on what JB just said there, so that way the community understand what the project is about. And I know JB just gave you a bunch of information there. Sometimes it can be very hard to really digest all that information. But I want to expand on what he just spoke on there. So it looks like the business is focused on a Mevbot. Now, you guys don't know what Mevbot is. If you look into the Telegram, I'm not Telegram, but on DEX tool, right? Specifically Ethereum, because right now Solana, they do have a Mevbot protection built in. So that's why you don't have the Mevbot working on Solana that well. But it's been an ongoing issue since Ethereum launched their layer 1, right? So what a Mevbot does is that it looks for arbitrage opportunities and it's front run you, right? So let's say if I put in a $10,000 order and you guys are experiencing it without realizing it. If you look at DEX tool, there's an indicator bot on the right hand side. Literally, you can see it on there. So let's say if I put in $10,000 buy, and it goes to the Mevpool, right? The Mevpool is kind of look at the kind of like you get in line, right? In order for the miners or validator to process the transaction. So what this bot does is that it look at that, it says, you know what? There's an opportunity for me to front run this transaction and resell it to make profit. And we all experienced that. You guys lost a lot of money without even knowing that you lost a lot of money. So the bot does is that I look for opportunities like that. It front run you. It may pay a little bit higher gas fees, and it sells back to the market, and it makes its profit. And so that's what the Mevbot is, and you can literally see that on the DEX tool, especially Ethereum blockchain. So that's what the Mevbot does. So what these guys are doing is that they create a revenue share, right? A revenue share model, which gives you revenue stream, right? Passive income, depending on how much tokens you hold. I think it's at 0.5, but we can expand on that later. But in general, that's what a Mevbot does. So these guys here actually capitalize on it, earn the money, and share with the investors. Is that pretty much accurate to say there, Wing? Wing, you there? But anyway, I think we might have lost Wing there. So that's what the Mevbot is. Now they do have some other features as well, and we will go into detail every single feature, like the trading bot, the market maker bot, also known as a volume bot as well. So I'm assuming that all these are actually designed with revenue sharing model, and we will expand on that in detail here. Looks like we lost Wing here.
Yeah, that is correct though. What you're saying is correct, and yeah, the revenue from the market maker and also the buy sell bot will also be revenue shared with all the holders according to their stake, their holdings.
Exactly. So usually a revenue share model is usually based off in proportion to how much you hold, right? And I think the same principle apply with this project here, which is actually really cool, guys. So the Mevbot, guys, if you guys don't know what that is, look it up. It is an ongoing issue for a very long time. It's something you guys need to know about. So usually when this happens, is that, like I said, it looks at for arbitrage opportunities. And so some of the biggest thing is that when your slippage is very high, right? When your slippage is very high, especially when you guys use like Telegram built-in bot, it is default like around at least 10%. The reason for that is because to ensure your transaction go through, right? So you have the parameter set very high, and it means that your parameter set very high, pretty much looking at like almost like a gas fees in a sense, right? So you're willing to pay this 10% just to get your transaction through. So the Mevbot looked at that as an opportunity to go in, they sandwich your transaction, they buy it, they resell it to make profit. So that's how the Mevbot works, which is actually really cool that these guys, kind of like what JB said there for the longest time, this is all done privately. So now they're trying to really like commercialize it, right? There's nothing you can do. The Mevbot is nothing you can do. So what these guys are trying to do is say, hey, listen, we recognize the issue. They recognize that the Mevbot is making a bunch of money. We're here to also make money, but give it back to the investors. And that's pretty much what they're doing over here. So it's actually pretty cool. Now, JB, Wing just dropped there, but let's elaborate on the percent. So you mentioned that you have to hold 0.5% in order to participate in the revenue sharing, correct?
Yes, yeah. Or to have access to the Mevbot, you will need to hold 0.5% of the Nexus supply. So But they're also working on a feature to where users who do not have that 0.5% stake will be able to pay a daily fee to use that Mevpool as well. So
Oh,
that
hold on. Let's run it back for a second here. Okay, so you have the revenue share model. Okay, so and you say 0.5% have access to the Mevbot. So when you say access to the Mevbot, meaning if I hold 0.5%, that I can use the Mevbot independently to go out there and make money. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying there?
yes, you'll have only the half. Right, currently only the 0.5% users are able to utilize the Mevbot. And
okay, so what about the revenue sharing? What is the revenue sharing like? Well, let's talk about the revenue sharing model. So you have two sides of the Mevbot here. You got the revenue sharing, and you have the accessibility to the Mevbot. So let's talk about the revenue sharing. How does that look like?
the revenue share is. Are you there, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
Okay.
I don't know, disconnected. So the revenue share is like, it's not from the MEF thingy, okay? It's from the trading. We have a sniper bot, we have a market maker, you know. The revenue share will be like introduced later on. But for now, to access the MEF, you know, you need to hold 0.5%, which is 5 million tokens. Once you hold that, you have to go to our dapp, you know, verify your holding. Once you verified it, you'll get a Mevpool address, you know, a wallet address. So you have to send it over there, you know, minimum is like 0.1 ETH. Once you send it, you know, you're good to go. Make sure you don't sell the tokens or go below 0.5%, because then the bot won't be able to identify your wallet. You know, it recently happened as well that, you know, they couldn't get their payout, and, you know, they've, you know, helped them out on that as well. So yeah, when it comes to revenue sharing, you know, it's still to be, you know, introduced a little bit later on. So what we're doing right now is, you know, making a strong foundation in our project, you know, because that's really important. And we also let people, you know, compound themselves, because, you know, there are times where, you know, you put in money and it auto compounds, you know, every day, which we think does not give freedom to people. So as for now, we're like, you know, building foundation of the project, you know, gaining trust from the people. And, you know, that's how we continue building floors day by day. As you know, we started from like 5K market cap. And now we hit 1 million like few days ago. So that's, you know, a good achievement, you know, a decent achievement so far. So, you know, we're going to keep working on it till, you know, we keep breaking achievements after achievements. So when it comes to revenue sharing, it's going to be used, you know, as a sniper bot we have and market maker we have. You know, those are the ones that are going to be in revenue share. But to use the MEV, you have to hold 0.5%. But for the people who are not holding that much, you know, there is nothing to worry about, because when we update news, when we are going to bring out new update, it's gonna be like you can deposit, you know, a certain amount of tokens. So you can use the bot for, like, let's say you deposit 0.05% and use the bot for, you know, one-time use, which would be 24 hours. You deposit a good amount of ETH, you know, and then you wait for your payout. So if people are, you know, holding less supply or more supply, you know, you could get around the same benefit. But for the people holding 0.5%, you cannot, like, you know, there is no one-time use for you. You know, you can use it anytime you want, you know, any time of the day you want to send, you know, some money to the Mevpool, you do it, and boom, after 24 hours, you get your payout. If you look into our community, right, they're always sending screenshots of how much they got paid today. You know, some people put 0.1, get 0.05. You know, the percentage of the MEV is like, you know, with what we said, it's like from 1% to 12%. But, you know, for these days, we are not like dropping below 5%. Sometimes it's 9%, 7%, 5%, and 6% daily. And that's huge, you know? That's literally huge, because you have freedom of your money, okay, and you can choose anytime you want to quit, anytime you feel, you know, dissatisfied, you know, feel free to quit. That's not a big deal. But as for now, to gain trust and, to make our product even better, we, introduce, 24/7 payout, method.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. So the revenue sharing model will be applied to the your trading bot, your volume bot, down
Yep.
the line. So currently, right now, you guys are mainly focused on the Mevbot, which you need to hold 0.5%, so 0.5% of supply in order to have access to the Mevbot. And looks like the Mevbot has been proven that it can generate revenue. So
Oh
again,
yeah.
yeah, so here's the thing, guys. I want to expand a little bit further into the Mevbot because this is pretty much what the project is about. So when you guys access to the Mevbot, what it does is it crawls around automatically, right, on your Ethereum, Polygon, right, ERC, uh, 20 token mainly, right? Because again, Solana right now they do have the Mevbot built in, so it doesn't really work over there. But so it does it automatically. It looks for arbitrage opportunity. You deposit. You pretty much once you have the bot, you deposit the amount of money that you want. Pretty much market maker, right? How much is trade back and forth, right? And looks like what it's doing right now is that or the gas fee in the sense when you look at it in the gas fee. So it looks like the model has been proven that it generates revenue, positive revenue. So I will dig deeper into that, and I encourage you guys to also look deep into that as well. Mevbot has been, we all know that they make a lot of money, guys. So these guys just pretty much want to bring it to the, to everyone, and that's all pretty much what the project is out here. Now sounds good. Now let me ask you this though, Wayne. Looks like you guys are gonna have some revenue sharing model for your volume bot, your buy and sell bot, your copy trading bot, etc. Right? Why not also say, you know what? Why don't we have like a main bot, like say through you guys, right? Now you guys can still also have rent this, Meth bot out and have people hold 5%, etc. But why not have the pool for the project itself and apply the same revenue model in proportion to what the holders hold as well? Is that something that you guys thought about?
Can you repeat the question? Because I think I missed some
Yeah, so
points on that.
right now, it looks like you're gonna
Uh-huh.
have a revenue sharing model for the trading bot, the volume bot, whatever down the line, right? The copy trading bot, right?
Uh-huh,
Where
yeah. Sniper bot.
investor will get a percent in proportion to what they hold. So what I'm saying right now is that even though you can still apply the same business model by renting out this Mevbot for 0.5%, but what if you say, hey, we also have a project Mevbot that continue to accumulate the profit, and we will also the same principle apply. We can also share a percent from this Mevbot from us as a project to the holders as well. Does that make sense? Is that what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. But this is something that, we introduce at first. So because since we already gave the privilege to, 0.5% holders, so there will be some difficulties going and, doing a whole revenue share for everyone because see, running I know Mevbot is not, you could say cheap. It is expensive. And to build this was also expensive. You could get around, about 80 to 120K for a Mevbot, you know, and that's not even, the basic one. And the one with, more advanced features and stuff are probably, gonna take a lot of money to build. So this is something we haven't talked about yet, that we, do revenue share using the Mev to all the holders, because since we started it, we wanted to, give have 0.5% holders as a VIP. They get to keep, they're not keeping the Mevbot actually. They send their, ETH to, a pool. So once the pool finalizes and sends it to the Mevbot, and then it, it finds profit and then it sends it back. So that's how it is. The bot, it's not being rented, it's being ran. We cannot do a revenue share to each holders. That's why there are no different platform for that, like our sniper bot and market making bot, lots of option on that.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on. Who's
who is
that?
that?
Who's that? Hey, now we're gonna have an opportunity to ask questions towards the end, okay? I just want to get through the AMA first, okay? Okay, yeah, but I think it'll be something that I think could be very strategically with a great incentive to also apply the same revenue sharing model. Uh,
Mm,
I guess, but I think that's for you guys to decide, right? That's what you get to decide because then you can always say, hey, listen, you know what? If you input, let's say, like you said, that it does cost money to run this Mevbot, right? Depending on your
mm,
tolerance, right? Now you can say, hey, if you want to go at community pool, you can deposit the money, right? You can deposit because if the Mevbot is proven, now you can always get the community involved and say, hey, you can deposit whatever the amount of money into this meth bot, right? And you get proportionate to what we get. But then at the company, you keep a percent just to ensure that you have the bot running all the time. You see what I'm getting at? And people can just,
mm.
once again that, but now you get the community involved as well. And whoever wants to put in 5,000, for example, then they get paid in proportion to what they put in, right? That's something to think about because I think you have something really great here. Just kind of expand on more revenue share model and getting the community involved. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
but so let me ask you this, Wing. Let me ask you this: with this revenue model you have currently right now, how many people currently right now holds 0.5%?
0.5%, I think it's above 30 as for now. So, you could say that there are, pretty much a lot of people using the Mevpool. The amount we reach in the Mevpool is around 200K.
Okay, so when you say a math pool, okay, hold on. Okay, so when you say a math, hold on, I'm trying to understand here. So when I hold 0.5%,
Mm-hmm.
if I generate the revenue from my math bot, I don't keep that 100% to myself. Is that what you're saying?
No, you do keep it. It's like
Okay.
there is a wallet address that people send their ETH to after they're done verifying their holdings, which is 5 million tokens. So here's what they do. They send one ETH, two ETH, whatever they want. The minimum is just 0.1, but there is no max yet. So this is how it's gonna work. They don't use the bot themselves. That's how the bot runs, that's how it's designed to. They send it to a pool where everyone's, money gather in one pool, which is, a wallet address. So that pool, we hit 200K, this week. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'm not really, hold on. I'm not really understanding how the business model with the meth bot works. Okay. So if I hold 0.5% of the supply, right? You say that I have
Mm-hmm.
access to renting the meth bot, correct?
No, no, there's no such thing as renting. You can use the benefit of MEVs. That's what I've been, trying to say.
Hmm.
Like,
Okay.
let's say I
So
hold 0.
okay. So let's say if I earn that, I use the meth bot. Let's say I earn $5,000. Where does the $5,000 go?
Back into your
No,
wallet.
Okay. Back into my
Yeah.
wallet. Now, when
Whatever,
you, right,
whatever you.
you guys, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say whatever the Mev, if the Mev, if the average for today on the Mev is 7%, you get back what you put in plus 7% straight into your wallet
yep.
every 24 hours.
What do you mean by how do you guys calculate the average?
I mean the interest on your money is what it is when the volume's higher and it so what it is I think Wayne explained earlier, every day it's slightly different, but our average is around 6.5% yield on the Mev pool. So yeah,
The
your money's not going to anyone else. What you put in comes directly back to your wallet in 24 hours along with the interest.
Right. So okay. So my understanding of the math bot is that, right, once you have the math bot, you deposit in the amount of money. The more money you have, the more it process transaction. You just have exposed to more arbitrage opportunities, right? So let's say I put in $2,000. Use that $2,000 to go out there find opportunities, right? Uh, So when you guys say 7%, like is that like what your communities has been earning, like 7% average? So I'm trying to. You guys been talking about this pool, this Mevpot pool. What does that pool mean? What pool are we talking about here? If I'm able to keep 100% of what I make, what is the pool? What pool are you guys talking about?
It's a wallet. That's the pool, you know. See, it gathers money, okay? It's a pot that where you know, gather money for using the MEV. And let's say I sent 0.1 ETH, and whatever percentage the bot max, you know, whatever the bot is making. So let's say, you know, the making is called profit, you know, how it is profiting from all the trades it's doing, you know, the sandwich attack, arbitrage, and all these things together. So let's say I send, you know, 1 ETH and I get, you know, 6% back, because that's the total amount, you know, profit the bot did. And the bot doesn't uses all of the funds in the pool. It uses, you know, how much it needs. It can't go, you know, above or whatever he needs it. And what he does is he get a, you know, on-chain loan, and then it does its work. So that's how, you know, we are, you know, profitable, you know, for everyone.
Oh, okay, I got it now. Okay, I thought when you own 0.5%, you just own like the bot outright. So pretty much
No,
you.
no, no.
So what you're saying is this. What you guys are saying is this. That in order for me to participate in the Mev bot pool, I have to first
Mm-hmm.
own 0.5%. Then I also need to make the deposit, correct, into the
Correct,
pool.
correct. Yep,
Okay, all right.
you got it.
Yes.
Okay, that's what the disconnect is. Okay, okay, all right. So the
Yeah.
0.5% is for the opportunity for you to uh, have the ability to participate in the Mevbot pool.
Exactly,
Okay, all right,
exactly.
that's where the disconnect. Okay, I
Correct.
got it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're
Oh,
using we're using the 6 and 7% figure because we're right in between that on an average. When you average all the returns from the Mevbot, that we're at around 6.5%.
wait, let me ask you this though. Why couldn't you just be like, you know what, for bigger incentive? Because right now people are already buying 0.05% already. Why don't you say, you know what? Uh, I'll rent this spot out and you can just use it independently, right? And you keep 100%. So there's no more input right after you own that 0.5%, but you have to raise it up. You have to raise it up, let's say maybe like 1% or 2%. You know what I mean? So like because I feel like most of people they just want to use independently, depending on how much capital they have, right? Uh, is that something that's possible down the line, you think?
You're talking about, you know, increasing the percentage using the math pool, but no, that won't happen in the future. That won't happen now, and that's not happening, you know, anytime soon. We kept it 0.5%, and you know, we'll be locked on 0.5%. We cannot increase it because then, you know, you change your words, then you change, you know, people's mind. So let's say they held 0.5% through up and downs, and then you're gonna say like, nah man, let's do it 1%. Our bot is this, our bot is that. No, that's gonna be, you know, a really bad look on the project. We are trying to gain trust, not break the trust, you know? You feel me?
What I'm saying is
Yeah.
that I have an option for people to literally, if you own a percent, then you just use the bot like for yourself instead of going to the pool with everybody else, like an additional option. Like independent math. Like let's say you were to run a bot, most people run a bot, right? They use it independently, and whatever the revenue, they just keep it. So is there an option down the line where you know what, I'm willing to pay 1%. That's it. I can use the bot and keep 100% of what I make. Right? I don't need to participate additional money into the pool with everybody else. That's what I'm saying.
Then it would kill the concept of the project because, you know, Mevbot is not something that you can rent out to multiple people. You feel me? Because it's just, you know, it's just one AI bot, and we cannot, you know, make like hundreds copy of it because then it will lose its value. We keep it one, you know, for supply for map, you know, it's one. If we increase it, you know, if you try to increase it, it won't work because just running one map bot is, you know, not cheap. So even if you're holding 1%, it's not, you know, possible, you know, that you can use the bot. Just for running the bot itself, it's, you know, really difficult, you know. Normal investors, you know, they cannot understand anything. What is even happening in front of them? They will not get a thing, because, you know, running is really complicated in this. You cannot just run it, you know, have investors run it, then they lose their money from something, you know, that you don't even know what they did. Then, you know, it's gonna create complications in the project. So we kept it simple from the start. Hold 0.5%, get access, get your payouts, enjoy. You know, you can be satisfied. If you're not if you're not satisfied, you know, 24 hours later you get your payout, free to leave. Like, we don't want to hold people captive, you know. We don't want to, you know, jail them with us. We want them to have freedom of their money, but, you know, they're, of course, you know, not 24/7, but, you know, after you're done with your payout, free to leave. Like, we cannot hold you down, because it's your money, it's your responsibility. The moment you feel like that, wow, I've made good money, you know, I can finally, you know, do something with this, or buy something for yourself, can do whatever you want. But when it comes to renting out the whole bot, that's not possible at all. Even if, you know, I say that we can do it in the future, but I know that this is not possible at all. You know, there is not even 1% chance that we create a copy of it and we rent it out, you know, and the people don't know how to run it. You know, it's not an easy step. You know, then it will be misused. You feel me? It
Yeah,
will be misused, and there'll be like lots of, you know, people losing money on it and project. You know, we just want to keep, you know, the path simple. What we, you know, spoke about. We just want to keep our word on that. And if we try to change it, example, increasing and giving more privilege to 1% holders, and 0.5% holder are going to say, wow, you know, they get their own MEV, they get to keep 100%, then it will divide the project into sections, you know. And, you know, that's when the downfall start. We don't want that. We just want to keep building and building and building and just keep moving up.
I definitely can see the angle as well. With like not a lot of technical savvy people will not be able to do it. So yeah, no, I definitely can see that strategy in your business model there, and I appreciate the answer, man. Looks like you guys have well thought out the project. Yeah, so I think yeah, man, the business model it's actually is pretty cool. I mean, right now, how much have you guys earned to date as far as the revenue go?
Like, the team, or are you talking about the investors?
In general, like how much the Mev bought, like just in general, like the revenue, not talking about the payout, the profit, just revenue in general from the Mev bot.
Oh, we cannot like say the total revenue, but, you know, we could say the daily percentage they're getting. So I mean, it's easy to calculate. If you're putting one at and you get, you know, 7% interest. So we are like on the same chain. It's like 7%. You could say 7% daily. That's what
Incredible,
you're getting back from
incredible.
your Yep. That's what you're
That is
getting from your
incredible,
deposit.
man. Wow, that's
7% daily,
incredible.
bro. Just have a look at it. Do you see any project, okay? Any project doing 7% a day?
Yeah,
Because
that is
I don't.
incredible. Right. Let me put in perspective, guys. In traditional market, right? In traditional market, right? And when people invest in stock market, etc., if you generate 10% a year, that means that you're pretty good up there, right? Pretty good,
Yeah,
10% a year. Now let's put that in perspective. These guys are generating 7% daily. So you guys do the math, 7%, right? On your capital, meaning that let's say you put in $1, you get $1.07 back every day. Think about that.
exactly.
Okay. Now I have to go really verify that. I saw the Twitter account, and I don't believe why there will be any reason why these guys will be lying on the AMA like this, which is incredible. Which is incredible. It's just unbelievable. I mean,
Just
see,
to
I love
just to
projects like
satisfy.
this because go ahead, brother.
Oh, just to satisfy your heart, you know, you can join the community and, you know, ask for screenshots, and you're gonna get bunch of them. People being satisfied with their payouts. You know, one guy started with 10 ETH and he's around 15 ETH right now, 15, 16 ETH. Like, because he's been doing it since day one, you know, getting profit, compounding it back, you know, and it's free to do so. You know, we don't, you know, force people, we don't capture them. No, you're not supposed to cash out right now. We won't let you keep this for a month, like other projects, which, I can't say which projects. But yeah, started from 10 is now 17 at. So you can count the profit he's doing. Like the the
That's
the thing
incredible.
is the thing is people are getting percentage every day, and it's not 1 year or 1 month or even 1 week. It's an everyday basis what you're getting out the 24 hours.
That's
Yeah, and
incredible. That's actually,
you know,
yeah,
I
go
want to
ahead.
add to uh, um, your suggestion about renting it out. Essentially, that's what's being accomplished. You just need to be a 0.5% holder, and basically, you're getting to use this Mevbot at your will every single day. So the whole community of 0.5% holders are renting out the Mevbot. So they're doing exactly what you're suggesting. Nexus is not in the business of selling Mevbots. We're trying to create a community that's able to access it with very little investment. So where else are you going to find access to a Mevbot with such a low cost? It does not exist. So you don't. There's no making the best better. Like we have the proven model is here and it's working. So we want to. The team wants to keep their integrity and stick to what their promises are and deliver upon them. So nothing needs to be restructured. It just needs to, at this point, the word is just going to spread like wildfire, and so that's what you guys are. That's what you guys are going to witness.
And
I mean,
as we are
7%,
talking,
7% is incredible. Now, let me ask you this though, right? So let's say once you hold the 0.5% and you have to make the deposit and you get paid out in proportion to what your capital deposit. When does it start? Like, let's say, when does it start over? So let's say Wayne, JB, you and I, right? We both put in $1,000 today, right? And so we get that whatever evenly of the pool, right? In the sense of the revenue pool, right? First off, what is the percent revenue pool? Like, what does the project keep, and what percent is it paid to the investors or to the people in the pool? At what percent? So let's say you earn $500, right? What is the percent of that that's being given back to the 0.5% investor and participate in the pool? Let's say $500. What percent of $500, for example?
oh, you're talking like, what if Mev makes $500? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So let's say if the Mevbot earned $500 for today, right? What percent does it give back?
Oh,
Or
it's getting split in a 50% to, everyone, like the equal. Like there's no, 10% for that, 50% for that. It's like in equal wise, but the more person invested is getting more than the person that invested least.
Yes,
right. What I'm saying is
it's
that
in proportion. It's in
as the
proportion
project
to
owner,
what you put in.
I know, but what I'm saying, so you guys are not keeping anything. So as a project owner, you guys are not keeping any percent.
No.
Correct.
We are not touching the Mevpool. Maybe some of our team guys are also putting their money in the Mevpool, but like using
That's
the
awesome.
Mev
That's awesome. I
address, yeah.
love that. I love that.
Yeah, but
I
we
love that actually.
personally, we are not keeping any, percentage of whatever, things that we get. So like it's all for the, people who are holding 0.5%. Even in a team, if we are holding 0.5%, we still, don't do it, because as a team itself, we, have our Mev, so we don't really have to use the, communities. We just want them to, enjoy with their Nexus holdings. That's it. Free to do it. There is no one forcing you to do anything.
Hey, well played on that one. Yeah, I love that you guys are not keeping anything and just leave it to the 0.5% holder. That's actually a good strategy there. Now, what is the limit and what is the maximum in order for me to participate after the 0.5%, the input, the capital input? What is the limit?
The limit is minimum. It's 0.1 ETH, and there's no max. You can go all out if you want.
Awesome, man. All right. Yeah, sounds good. As far as your revenue sharing model later, as far as the volume making, the volume bot, the sniping bot, and the trading bot, where's the progress on those?
as our trading bot works, you can use it. You want to buy something and sell something, you're free to use it. But when it comes to the revenue sharing model, we need to, we are implementing taxes on our trades, less than 0.3% or 1%. The most famous bots, there are like 2% of your trading volume. Like, let's say, 2% of whatever you're buying or 2% of whatever you're selling. So we still haven't added the tax part on our trading bot, but we are pretty close on doing that. We are, you could say we are like 70 to 60% done on that thing. And yeah, 70 to 60 you could say, and we will implement amount of taxes on the trades, and then that's going back to the community as well. The whole reason we started this, we just we just want them, we just want people to print. They've been getting wrecked by Jared, all these guys, all these big mevs, guys, we just want them to enjoy. Like, there's a big cake, we all eat from it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So around 70% done with those bots. And I think that's going to be very beneficial for your ecosystem down the line, right? Uh,
Mm.
and yeah, I think that's going to be very beneficial because it's all in one platform, right? I think people like that because as you guys mentioned earlier there, you have so many different freaking volume bot and sniping bot and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think your business models differentiate you guys is that you guys are a Mev bot as well, which you don't see that a lot, and it's actually proven business model concept where it actually generate revenue with a 7% return on fucking every day, which is incredible. This is actually very crazy that 7% a day. That's unbelievable. Now, what if I was to acquire 0.5%? You guys, when I first saw you guys were like 500K. What happened? Look at the chart right now. It's like 700K right now. What is the cost for me right now to accumulate 0.5% of the supply?
I think it's around 3K to something. You won't believe it that, a week and few days ago, we were at 5K market cap. 5K. So from 5K, we made our floor strong on that, you know, from 5K, and we hit 1 million. You know how big of an achievement that is, It just feels good that, people are making money. You can see screenshots daily, you can see them making so much money on that, from the token, from the MEV. It's like all around, it's like printing for you.
Yeah, like just a suggestion, right? But I think the business model is amazing, especially with the stuff that you guys building out right now. If you guys dedicate like maybe even like a 1 or 2% to a buy and burn, this will literally freaking put this on fire down the line. Not
You're
currently with
talking
the
about
math bot, but
you're
yeah,
talking about
the
burning
fees,
tokens?
yeah, the fees that you guys will be generating later from
Oh,
the
yeah, we have a different thing for burning our, supply, So the thing is, when we are going to release the subscription wise that I told you, right? That for
Mhm.
24 hours you can rent the bot. So what happens is a person rents the bot. I mean, not you're not renting the bot. I'm saying like to deposit into Mevpool. So let's say he pays like $100 worth of Nexus. And that,
Mhm.
once they do it, the tokens are gonna straight into the burn wallet. Not team wallet, no marketing wallet, nothing. Straight to burn. So that will also reduce supply of Nexus. Those tokens are gonna be used for burning them. So just imagine it, okay? If someone cannot afford, let's say, when our 0.5% is 10K, 20K in future, so they can, use maybe 200 worth or 300 worth to get, limited amount of time to use the, you know, meth pool. So what they do is in a single transaction, they will burn their tokens to get access to it. And, we are not keeping the tokens at all, it's straight to the burn address.
Right. So what you say, so that's an obstacle. So that means that they cannot withdraw their capital input, correct? Is that what you're saying?
No, no, they get it. Are you talking about the deposit ETH?
Right, the deposit of the tokens. Because
No.
it said is being sent to the get address, right?
Yeah, those are tokens to get access for the MEV.
Right.
So those are not used to, to generate their payout. Maybe you didn't understand my point. See,
No. So okay,
so
so the 0.5%, the 0.5% is being burned. Is that what you're saying?
no, even not that. Let's see. Okay, we are going to release a subscription type of thing for people who
I
cannot
see.
afford 0.5%. So
I
they
see.
use maybe $100 worth of Nexus, $200 worth of Nexus to get access for one time to the pool.
That's smart.
So
That's smart. I got it. That's fucking
yeah,
smart, man. That's fucking smart. That's genius. That's
Yep.
fucking
exactly
genius.
what I've been trying to say.
Yep.
And what they do is use the tokens, but we don't keep it. It goes straight into the burn wallet, burn address, or whatever that is.
That's
Those
genius, though.
go
That's actually
straight to the
genius.
burn. That's how we're gonna decrease the supply. And there you
That's
go.
genius.
Just listen, as we are talking right now, someone says, just received my first payment. This is sick. As we are talking right now, if you join the Telegram group, if you see it, everyone is legit, saying today was like 7.3% API. Proof, utility speaks for itself. We don't. The people, they speak, they share, like, I'm making money on this, why don't you hop in too? See, that's how a project grows day by day. A utility needs to benefit the holders. If not, what is the point of the project?
Right.
Yeah.
Wayne,
Yeah.
what is your
I
background?
encourage.
What is your
I really
background? And
encourage.
are you the one that's strategizing all this business model? Is that all from you, Wayne?
No, it's not just me, of course. There are devs, there is a project manager, Sam, but he has some, in real life work, got a, busy guy. So, but I am, me and JB are, presenting this. But business model is from the man itself, Sam. He's like the project owner.
Okay, so Sam is not here today.
No, he's in work. So
In Brazil? You said Brazil?
no, he's in like work. Like he
Oh,
has
is that
some
work?
aerial business, so this project was created by a businessman, like someone that's really, wealthy in real life, not just in crypto, but outside too. So this whole thing is like a businessman's mindset, that how this is created. Like, if you see it, if for the first time, if you're hearing about it, it's beautiful, when you finally get to the point where you're understanding it, just how you understood the burn method, right? It gets even more exciting as you keep on, with our project.
Yeah, I really encourage everybody to get to check out the Telegram group and see the community for itself. So it's one thing to hear it from us; it's another thing to experience it and to get on there and see everybody talking. The one thing I love about this team is you get on the Telegram, you see people asking tough questions, and the team is just welcoming every kind of question. Any question's a good question. Nobody gets kicked off for asking anything, and you get to see the excitement of the users discovering their returns from the Mevbot every day. So you get on there and check it out and see what people are posting. You get to chat with other people and get their take on the project. You don't just have to hear it from us, but it's better to see for yourself. And the one thing I'll share once again is just going back to factual data is when you're compounding, we have a chart pinned on the Telegram that one of the members pulled off Chat GPT. I double checked it before I pinned it to make sure it was accurate with a compounding calculator. If you were just to put 0.25 ETH and start with that into the pool and let it compound every day for 3 months, that was done based on 6%. That's just under 54 ETH in 3 months. So, the numbers speak for itself, and when you get to join the community, you get to see the excitement of all this happening in real time. So, yeah, I encourage you to do that.
Yeah, definitely check it out, guys. I think the revenue model is I love projects like this, right? We do a lot of AMAs. We have a lot of partnerships, trading bot, whatever. We get offers a lot. and we say no to actually all of it. Actually, the reason is I think the business model has not really thought out. But whoever's behind the project here, I can tell that he or she has a very good analytical skills. Very good as it's like a strategist, right? I can pick the project apart very fast as well, and I can see whether it's a good idea, bad idea. I mean, this project has been thought out very well with the business model. And the MEF bot is something that's we all know the MEF now. Not a lot of people may know of it, but you guys been attacked by MEF bot before. It's an
Oh
issue
yeah.
issues that Ethereum have been trying to solve for a very long time. You can't do anything about it. Like Mevpool makes thousands and thousands of dollars a day, and we all been affected by it, including myself. And not a lot of people know about it. But it is a bot that can generate revenue. It's been a proven model. Like I'm talking about millions and millions, not just small money. And it's all done automatically, right? It's all done automatically, which is crazy. But yeah.
The other thing I'd like to add, I was talking to Sam about, was that the developers of the Mev bot and all of the bots, they're full time on this project, and they're working hard constantly and focused just on Nexus and the net and what the future holds. So they're constantly developing now already, preparing for when the Mev bot becomes more crowded and how they're going to solve those issues. So it's really good to see this team's already looking ahead and realizing that this is going to grow quickly and exponentially like it has already, and they're constantly working to problem solve and to be one step ahead of the crowd that this is going to create. And so that's also great. And the other thing is, whenever there's been any kind of issues, the team's so quick to solve it, and not one person in the community has ever missed on their return from the bot. If there was any issues, then I would see them solve it extremely fast, and this thing's only getting better and better. So they keep making it smoother and easier to use, and so yeah, it's a very hardworking team and dedicated team, and they're definitely they're only getting better and better, like I said, and so it's going to be exciting to see what they have in store for the future and right around the corner, because there's always something new popping up next.
Well, that's good. I wish Sam was here. Now I know that JB just sounds like an American to me, and I'm from USA as well. What about you, Wing? Are you guys? Where are you from, and where's the founder from?
The founder is also from USA.
Okay.
And I'm from Qatar.
Okay. Yeah.
And also to wrap this whole thing up, I also sent you proof in your DMs if you want to check it out. I also sent you proof of the MEV, the screenshot of it from the DEX tools and the transactions links to where you could see someone getting front run by our bot.
No, I believe it. There's no reason for you guys to lie, because if I go into Telegram right now, there's a lot of community people in there that will vouch, or validate your statement. That's not very easy to find out, and I encourage everyone to join the TG as well. That's something that they will not lie about. I mean, if you are generating 7% a day, that's not something that you can lie about, right? Especially when you have everything
Just
out
to
in the open.
satisfy your own heart, you could see the screenshot of its index tools, You can
Yeah,
see
exactly.
someone get front run hard.
Exactly, and I'm glad that you guys are continue to innovate, right? The buying bot, the buy and sell bot, the volume bot, the sniping bot. I think those are going to be very important aspect to tie all this together. Because even with one business or one use case right now, you're already proven that you can generate revenue, not only revenue but kicking back to the investors as well. And I think that's very important. Yeah, so hey, the last thing I have for you guys is as far as I understand that this is one of those things where you cannot really expose the code 100%, but have you guys trying to get an audit before, and how's that look like?
Oh yeah, we thought about the audit thingy, but it's something unique, it's something better. So, we are afraid that, it might get stolen, we cannot like trust any third party stuff. So as we go into the future, when things get much more bigger, I think there's a chance that, we can audit 50 or 40% of our source code, because our source code is something we cannot just, give away like that. Let it be anyone. I mean, most verified auditing company, it's just not possible. It's precious to us.
Right. So like a contract like this, right? You have the contract for the bot itself, right? And you also have the token contract. What about the token contract itself? Right now,
So
I'm pretty sure you have zero taxes. Can you guys at least get the audit? Also, right now you do have taxes buy and sell, huh? And on your token, where are these going?
those are straight up going into the marketing wallet used for marketing or any developments. And also, for the contract, it's renounced, so there is no really need for an audit on that, because we do not control the token contract anymore. And also, when it comes to the liquidity, that's also burnt away.
Okay, so the token contract. Okay, so the token contract it is renounced. So that means that you guys can even change the taxes if you wanted to, right? So completely
No,
nothing that you can. Okay,
yeah, we are
okay.
like, we just let it go.
Okay, so 5%. Okay, let's 5%. Can you dissect? Can you break down the 5% in detail? So you said marketing, and I'm pretty sure that it goes to I mean developers as well. What does the 5% go to exactly?
It, when, it's like, it's the 5% taxes are used on the project itself. So it doesn't go anywhere else. Let's say for continuing the project, for funding, mainly the marketing wallet was used for mods and, for marketing. That's it. Not for the team or something, because we all have our own tokens, so there's no need for getting splitting the marketing wallet on that, because we just want to use the marketing wallet as it is on the project. 5% out and 5% in, that's being spent all on Nexus and nothing else. All, maybe there's some developments, maybe there's some marketing, maybe there's some we want to put some ads, anything, it's all going on Nexus, not nowhere else.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, sounds good. Okay, yeah. I mean, I understand that the code for the bot cannot be renounced. I mean, cannot be audited just because simple fact is a proprietary reason. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think as far as the contract, yeah, make that clear on the website as renounced, because I think yeah, because you guys got to have two or three different contracts. So at least the token contract is renounced. So meaning that if you guys buy into the token, guys, there's nothing they can do. It looks like the LP is burned as well. So that in itself, the project runs itself. But as far as the Mevbot, I mean, you can withdraw anytime you want. You're holding 5%, which is 0.5% is safe. The contract is safe, but the capital input into the Mevbot, you can withdraw anytime you want. So I don't see any kind of security issues there as well. So all right, yeah, I have nothing bad to say about the project. I think it's actually a very good project. I saw that around close to 500 now. It's at 700 something. You guys all-time high was 1 million. So that's yeah. I think the project's gonna do well. Especially when you guys launch that, the trading bot, the market making bot, or the volume bot, and the sniping bot, etc. I think that's gonna really
Mm.
give the project a boost as well. No, I will be checking
For
out
sure.
the project in depth. It looks good to me. It looks good.
Looks clean, the structure itself is like really clean.
Yeah, sounds good, JB. And Wayne, you guys did a good job at presenting the project. I think everybody in here listening to the AMA, I think we all have a pretty good understanding of the project and the business model. Pretty straightforward. It is a revenue generating token, not just based off the taxes only, but have proven average of 7% a day, which is incredible. And you guys need to verify that. So after this here, I'm gonna go ahead and post the TG, guys. Join the TG. If you guys go there, we pick like a $10 winner. Give a feedback on the AMA. Do not spam the room, and also a good time for you guys to really do further research over there. Okay, these guys it seems pretty legit to me. You have time for question, JB Wayne?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. Shoot them.
just my man Mike is still here, but let me go back to the investors room here. We have a lot of questions, and a lot of it usually get answered during an AMA, but I'm gonna go pick a couple here. I'm just gonna read a couple, okay, guys. I think there's like freaking 30 questions. I don't know, so many of them, but I'll go over there. You guys can ask further questions in the room, okay? So let's see here. Okay, Mike here asks, how long does a single MEV cycle last? That's actually a great question. So it's accumulate, right? So it means that it doesn't. There's no end point. There's no beginning point. There's no end point. Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, that's the correct answer for that. It's just it depends on your, when you deposit it and when your payout is. Let's say, I deposited like 1 ETH right now, and then 24 hours later I get it, at the same time, when you send your send your deposit to. So there's an end and starting point for the people who are putting the money to Mevpool, but not for the bot itself.
And it's it resets as far as after the payout. It resets again every single day. Is that what you're saying there, Wayne?
The bot doesn't reset. It's just, after 24 hours later, you just get your payout. The bot keeps working. It cannot stop or it cannot reset. It just goes on according to, the opportunities it gets, according to market volume, that will be it.
Yeah, so it's just put it in, guys. So that's actually a great question there, Mike. I'm not sure who you are, but that's a great question. So the nature of the Mevbot works, the more capital it has, the better generating revenue it is able to make, right? Because you have more capital, and that's how Mevbot works. So pretty much, let's say if I input $5, it's gonna carry on until whatever. For let's say for today, I put $5. I own 2% of the Mev pool. Tomorrow, you can come in and put $10, and you can just accumulate, right? And so that means that my
Mm-hmm.
pool will drop. My pool will drop, and yours gets bigger, but it just accumulate. It just accumulate, and if you want to withdraw, you withdraw it. But whoever's in the body just keep on going, and it pays you 24 hours in proportion to how much you put in 24 hours, and that's it. So it does make sense because the more money it has, the more money it makes. That's how Mevbot works. So it does make sense. Good question though, man. Let me see here. Okay, this person asked here, how does the Mevbot optimize arbitrage and sandwich trading in volatile market conditions? I mean, the same principle apply, but go ahead, Wayne. Do you want to answer that?
So it's when there's more volume in the market, you could expect more APY on that. How Nexus leverages MEF. So Nexus MEF features like empowers user to act on arbitrage opportunities swiftly, ensuring profits can be extracted in volatile markets with automated execution and advanced strategies. This future Nexus user gives a competitive edge.
Right. So here's the thing, right? So actually during the volatile, when you see a chart up and down, right, you guys are trading. It's actually benefit more when the chart is actually volatile. The reason is because when the chart's volatile, you have to increase your slippage, right? And when you increase your slippage, and that's when the freaking Mevbot really kicks in, right? Literally, that's when the Mevbot really works really well.
Right.
Is when people have slippage really high, it comes in and it takes advantage of that opportunity. So when you're talking about volatility, the Mevbot works better within volatility. So
yeah, your $10 would be worth $1 after it's done its work. Legit,
exactly.
what happened to all of us? $100, and then the next thing you see, it's like $10.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and just to go backwards real quick and clarify on the last question is when you enter into the Mevpool, it's set up now to give you your returns every 24 hours. So when you get it back, you have an option to do whatever you want with that. If you want to pull the profit out and enter your initial back in, if you want to compound it and put it all back in, if you want to change the amount and double it, triple it, whatever you have the freedom to do whatever you want on every 24-hour cycle.
Correct.
Right. Down the line, would you guys have like a user interface where people can see all this, or is that too complicated to build?
There is our, DApp for that. You can deposit. The things are really simple. Once you go into the DApp, connect your wallet, verify yourself. Verify your holdings. There you go. You'll see a simple address on that. And if you want to, even more verify your transaction, go to Etherscan, type your wallet address, and boom, you can see the transfer. Then you can also ask any admin in the group. So the D app is built really simple and well. There is not much, complicated stuff on that. So it's built like a simple thing. So people who are new, and they don't know about what there is, so they can easily grasp on the situation.
Yep.
Right. Okay, sounds good, guy. There's a lot of questions here, but I think most of it probably got answered already. But I'm gonna post the TG, and you guys make sure to join the TG, okay? And follow the X and do further research over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone whose questions we can't answer, please jump on our Telegram and shoot, and you can get your answers your questions all answered there. And there's many first-time users there that are quickly able to figure out how to utilize the Mevpool. It is like Wayne said, it's very simple and easy to use.
Yeah, sounds good. Now, does Sam, does he do AMAs sometime as well, or you guys pretty much the only two that represent the project, or I guess for the public?
This is just our second AMA. So in the future, maybe, we will be able to have Sam on board. But, the timings are really different for him. He's a, businessman. So, things are really, tough IRL. So maybe soon we could, have him on board as well. But he will listen to AMA after we are done, once he's done with his work and stuff. But in the future, yeah, we could have him as well. But right now, it's, unfortunate that, we don't have him on board. So we just had to carry out.
That sounds good. All right, guys. No, I have nothing bad to say about the project. It's proven. Looks like 7% a day, which is crazy. But yeah, so congrats on your success, and I think I look forward to other features that you guys have there, volume and the sniping bot and the training bot. I think that's going to really enhance the ecosystem that you guys trying to build here. So it's going to put everything under one place, right? And that gives you more opportunity to an incentive for investors to go into the project as well. Yeah, so good job presenting the project. Any last word you want to say before we close this down, JB and Wayne?
I think we covered all the bases. Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, thank you for having us. And there were some great questions asked, and I was glad we were able to answer them. And yeah, we appreciate you guys having us on.
Same goes on my end as well. We were, happy to be here, present Nexus, to, more than 150 people. We can't be more proud than that.
AMAs, I like to ask some questions. I like to give some suggestions, and sometimes I kind of know what the answer is, but I like to see whether you guys actually have your business plan thought out, and it seems like you guys did. So actually, I'm glad that you guys had all the answers to everything there. So that's a good job on that. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, appreciate it. Big shout out to the USA crypto community, and thank you guys.
Yeah, so after this, actually, JB and Wayne, usually we like to award like one listener, so it's not come from me or my team. You guys can scroll down anyone and just pick one winner, right? And if you can DM me or DM Mike, and we award a winner. And after this, guy, just for fun, right? Just random number 1 to, I'm not sure how many listeners we have, but 1 to 200 in our chat room. 5 guesses only. Just pick any number 1 to 500. We will award a winner as well. But more importantly, we will also award a winner if you go into their TG, give a feedback on the AMA. Do not spam the room with a bunch of stickers and all that, but just give a feedback, right? And we will pick a $10 winner there as well. But yeah, go over there and do your research, guys. It seems like the project here is pretty legit to me. So if you guys can pick one winner for me really quick, guys, that'd be awesome. Just scroll it out,
Go
any
ahead.
one of them.
Go ahead, JB. You can pick someone.
Just any random one.
Any random
Yeah.
one, so it's not coming from me. It'd be like, oh, hey, you guys pick your own people. You know, like
I would understand that.
All right, let's see. First one to catch my eye, Angry Cat.
Angry Cat, man.
Oh,
All right, Angry
the
Cat.
cat is angry.
Cat is angry. All right, if you could DM me that, and we will post the winners later, and my team will do all that, and we'll pay out accordingly. Wayne, JB, you guys did a heck of a job presenting the project. You guys have proven that the revenue model is there, and investors get their money back 7% average a day, which is incredible. But yeah, no, I'd like to have a chat with you guys after this, you know, as well.
Sounds good.
Thank you for having us.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. All right,
you.
guys. So with that being said, yeah, hey, Tyson and Jack Paul's fighting tonight. I'm excited about that, man.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God. I want Jack, I want him to get whooped. I don't even care about him.
Me too. Me too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He needs to be humble, bro. He needs to be humble. Like,
Yeah.
you saw the slap he got? It legit went into his brain. It gave him
Yeah.
shockwave.
I want Tyson to win so bad, man. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know. Yeah. I think everybody wants to see that. We're all on that team. Yeah. He needs to be
Yeah,
humble.
but you know,
that's for sure.
for a guy like he's like 20 something, not even, right? And even if he wins, what, you're beating up a fucking 53-year-old? Come on, man. You know, it doesn't do anything for him. Yeah, so I want him to lose
That's
so
why
bad,
everyone
man.
wants to see him lose. You know, he only fights when he knows he could win. So this is, I guess he's stepping up a little bit because, you know, I think he has some balls to go against Mike Tyson. He's been training real hard, even though he's old. I mean, I'm sure you've seen his training clips. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
And dude's got in shape real quick too. He's fucking big.
but they're also using big gloves too, so keep that in mind.
True.
14,
a heavy
16
hand.
ounce. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll be watching closely. Probably Buffalo Wings or somewhere.
Nothing beats that.
Yeah,
The wings.
wings, beer, and fight, man.
Love it.
You need the wings.
All right, Wayne. Hey, JB, man. Good job, brother. Good job. And I'd like to have a chat with you guys after this. I think, do we have a room together? I'm not sure we have a private room. Usually my team would set us up in like a private room, but yeah.
We were kind of unique for it. We'll have it
Yeah,
later on.
Yeah, like a private chat. Let's set a room, and I want to chat with you guys a bit more on this. And yeah, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Any last word from you, Mike?
Nope. We're gonna see Tyson kick Jake Paul's ass tonight, and that's my final
Yeah.
word.
We all
Let's
want to see
go.
that so bad.
What time is it anyway? You know, you guys know? Is it 9 ET or EST?
It's 8:00 EST, so we got about 3.5 hours to go.
Shit. All right. I better get ready. I'm in the process of trying to put a water pump in. I was telling Mike about that, so I got to get a water pump in so I can actually go somewhere and watch the fight.
Yeah,
Might be taking an Uber, brother.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna open the room, guys. Again, 1 to 200, 5 guesses only, and I'm gonna pin the TG. Make sure you join the TG. Thank you so much, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye.